Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been.
Welcome back to our This Is Me series, a chance to learn more about each other through comments and questions and stories. There's been a couple questions that have kept on coming up in passing or at church, so I wanted to have a chance to offer that up. One comes from some of the youth and children of the church, because I always wear different socks each week to worship. So we'll get to that. But before that, comes more from adults or even some youth that have always been asked to me in my ministry and in every setting. So it's been asked of me this week. So the first question we're going to answer is, what is something that I have accomplished as an adult that my younger self would be proud of? So mine is twofold. The first thing is when I was very young, probably about kindergarten through second grade, and it kept on going after that, but I was very shy, or what I'd call reserved. So I often had a problem opening up to people. So going to children's moment in the front of the church was often hard for me. I'd always have to have a sibling or my parents come up with me, or someone that was a friend to help me feel more comfortable. And even then, I often wouldn't raise my hand or just yell out a comment. And even going to children's Sunday school or children's moments afterwards, about being away from people that I knew, even if it were kind of my acquaintances, wasn't always my favorite thing to do. Or going to a new group of people, I wasn't the one who would break the ice with questions or comments. I was usually would keep my comments or questions to myself, unless we kind of went around in a circle. But I've been able to break out of that. So my mom would always say that she's amazed at the adult that I've become, of one who was very reserved or shy as a young child, and now becoming a minister where I preach almost every week or lead worship or groups like youth group or Bible studies, and that I do that on a weekly basis with really no trouble, both with people that are at my own church, but other groups that I've been known to lead, like through Zoom book studies or Bible studies. So that's one thing that I've overcome as an adult that my younger self would be proud of, is opening up and getting past that reserved state. The second thing kind of goes with that is my younger self, I never really liked school. So kind of in my head, I don't know if I ever vocalized it, being a reserved or shy person was, I never thought I'd get through high school, or high school would be the end, that I'd graduate high school and then I'd move into the workforce or become an auto trainer maybe, as I said in a previous video. But when I really felt that calling in my sophomore and junior year of high school to be a minister, I kind of asked the question, well, what do I have to do for education to become a minister? And asking a couple of ministers, because I thought the question wasn't being heard right, was you have to get a master's degree in the United Church of Christ. So I said, oh, okay, so you go to high school and then you get your master's degree, right? And I said, no, seminary, you have to get your bachelor's degree first in kind of whatever field you want. So here I am as a sophomore, junior saying, oh, I thought high school was the end, and then you got to do 4 more years of college of whatever field you want to go into, whatever degree, and then you have 3 more years of seminary education and a year that can be overlapped with working at a church or a field site, and then doing chaplaincy as well. So I was kind of blown away, but I knew that God was with me in the process, and that my calling was genuine and authentic. So 7 or 8 more years of school did not seem to bother me as much as I thought. It was more easily to overcome than what I thought. So my younger self would be proud that I got my high school diploma, my bachelor's degree in history, and got my master's degree in divinity. So my younger self will be proud as an adult that I continued with my education to chase down a master's degree and become ordained. So now on our lighter note, that was asked by children and youth of FCC is, what is my favorite superhero and why? So I know many people haven't been to my office in the short time I've been here, but you'll notice quite soon, if you've been to my office with a look around, that I have lots of otters things. But my favorite superhero is Captain America. So I have a couple Lego sets with Captain America. I also have a Captain America action figure that my sponsors from my last church gave me and has been played with lots of times by the children and youth in the church, along with my Lego sets. And then I also have a Captain America mini painting, if you will. So the reason I like Captain America is the idea that Captain America has coming from very simple roots. So Captain America, Steve Rogers, if you've seen the movies or know the story, is Steve Rogers was always bullied. He was kind of short and scrawny. So in the movies, he has gone to be recruited to help enlist in the military, but he's told that he's too short and he's got all these health problems, so he's not fit out, but maybe he could do recruiting. So as the story goes with Steve Rogers, he undergoes a medical or a experiment and becomes kind of a super soldier and becomes Steve Rogers, who's very ripped. He can run really fast and has cat-like reflexes, and then embodies Captain America, kind of this spirit of overcoming. For me, it's Captain America is the story behind the story. So yes, he was always looked down upon, kind of an underdog, which I always resonate with, kind of an underdog story. But that Steve Rogers, or Captain America, is America at its best in times. So Captain America is true to himself. So I wanted to lift up this quote of who I think Captain America is at his core. So it says this: no matter who you are or where you've come from, foreigners aren't your enemies, son, as he's talking to another character. Steve Rogers says, I'm the son of immigrants. When I was a kid, it was my father's people, the Irish, who were looked down upon and called filthy foreigners. They were discriminated against. And is that all that America you want to be? All religions, all nationalities, we all want the same thing: to see our children grow strong, to provide safety to our families, to live in quiet times. Peace, son. Isn't that why we become soldiers in the first place? To fight for a peaceful world. That's Captain America, or Steve Rogers quoting there. So this is me. Feel free to engage with comments or questions, who your favorite superhero is or was, and also something that your younger self will be proud of that you've accomplished as an adult. May it be so.